Why am I still concentrating on tourism? India, just a few days ago, I heard that India is developing its waterways. They are spending 45,000 crores to link the waterways. Now, the waterways of India, are they new? No. They exist during the Chandragupta Maurya eras. They were the sources by which things were transported. They were the most useful things. And water transportation had built the cities along the shores of the rivers, along the Gomati, along the Sarayu, along the Sov, along the Ganges, the Brahmaputra. What is the network of rivers we have? Why have we not exploited it? And now we are exploiting that. 45,000 crores to link rivers. And how is it going to benefit us? When we develop interlink our rivers and bring our waterways to strengthen our methodology of using the waterways, of methods of transportation, not only for goods but also for people, we can bring in cruises. Now people talk about the gondolas of Venice. They said, see Naples and die. We did not have gondolas because our rivers are so huge, our waterways are so huge. Gondolas will not be able to withstand this, the pressure of that. But we can have beautiful cruises. We can have boats. We can have cruises which can take us from somewhere from Guwahati. They can bring us down to Bhubaneswar. And from Bhubaneswar, somebody can go to Gujarat. Somebody can go to Nagpur. It is not a wonder. It's not Aesop fables I'm talking about. It's not a fable. It can happen because it was happening. During the times of Chandragupta, you could see the rivers being linked. They were used even for transportation of the army. They were used for the transportation of goods. They were used for the purpose of transportation of the people. This is well-oiled machinery. And that helped reducing the pressure on the roads. At that time, there were no lorries and trucks and cars and motorcycles. It was all caravans. Now, the cost of a caravan traveling is huge because a large number of people, say in a caravan, there may be about 1,000 people traveling. For them, they require shelter, they require water, they require food, they require, in those days they called inns. There used to need the necessity a place for staying, children, families. All that put pressure on the caravan. The cost was enormous. The government had to spend so much on building places of rest. Most of us would have read in the books of history or in what did the kings do. They built roadways, they built rest houses, and they built shady trees, avenues of shady trees. What was the cost of maintenance? Whereas, if we start putting pressure on the roadways, one day they will not be able to stand the strain. In India, just now I saw a news item which said that 57,000 different types of vehicles are registered in India every day. So you can see how much of pressure there will be on the roadways. How are we going to sustain any number of highways, roadways, expressways? Is not going to help that. If you are going to imagine 10 years from now, what will be the pressure of the transportation on the roadways? How are we going to manage it? That is the point where we'll use the waterways. And when we talk about the waterways, there are huge opportunities. And we can use it for tourism very much. I'll continue with it shortly.